me. Did you hang on, caller?
Yeah, you got a reading for me? Oh, wrong show, wrong day.
Yes. No, that's Stephen the Medium, and you would have waited a lot longer than that.
I have. But my worst texting moment was actually, I thought I was texting you.
Uh-oh.
And there was a guy named Paul in my contacts.
Yeah.
And he said, don't text, don't contact me anymore. And remember that? And I sent you an email. I said,
yes.
that was the most, I guess I lost a friend because I'm listening to this show.
Wow. Wow. So you texted something that I was talking about.
I was texting these remote correspondents. A couple of days later, it says, please don't text me anymore. I was like, seriously? You have that many listeners?
I remember that. That's right, because you sent me an email. What's the problem? What did I say? What did I do? And I didn't know what you were talking about. Yes, and that's when you realized, I sent those to the...
It's WARA. My phone... You hear my phone yapping in the background?
Yes, I can.
You can't understand it, though, I bet.
No, I can't.
Because I've done it so long, it's like, that's too slow. I got to speed it up.
Wow.
But... That's weird that your text talked and you don't know how that happened because you have to kind of deliberately set it up. I guess you're going to need a technical expert.
Yeah. Well, I guess I accidentally, deliberately set it up, and then in the last.
Hard to do though.
Oh, not for me, not a techno more like me. Because what's really tough to do is I somehow accidentally found a way to deactivate it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you could do all your steps, maybe you could be like a rocket scientist. If you just picked out your errors that were. Genius. Well, how did the voice sound on that? Not too good, huh?
Well, it sounded sort of like this.
Yeah.
You Agent 21 sent in. You sent a good email then, right? I know the feeling, though. Yeah. I accidentally sent an inappropriate text to my kid's principal. Oh, wow. Not
great.
Yes, not a photo, I promise. So embarrassing. He never looked me in the eye again. But they all still made the honor roll.
That's unreal. Yeah, lucky they didn't call the cops.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Oh, funny. Anything else, Steve?
No, I just wanted to check in because I didn't want to text. Like, it would have been too long to do on a text. My most crazy text. Yeah. Well, I probably would have sent it to somebody else.
There it is. But I'm sincerely sorry that listening to this show literally cost you a friendship.
Well, you know what the problem is? I have to blame technology because if I was the old days, it was like dial the digits, and, But now it's like, I didn't realize it. I should put WARA in originally.
Yeah.
And I forgot about another Paul. But the weirdest part, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Blame technology. I would say text Paul, and every time you were getting the remote correspondence,
yes.
all of a sudden, one day it was texting the wrong one.
Oops.
And it usually asks you. I guess there wasn't a last name, and so it just got confused.
Wow. Hey, in your book, the Metshi Message, and then the follow-up, the Metshi Maelstrom, you go through a lot of the main character, Andre, who's based on you. You go through a lot of his life experiences, but I didn't see anything in that book about Easter egg hunts. Did you take part in Easter egg hunts as a kid with your vision issues?
Yeah, but we didn't have beeping ones. But I managed to find them. I just feel around and scrounge. No, but we had Easter egg hunts, but... Boy, now you're really aging me because they didn't have such a thing as talking iPhones.
Yeah, yeah.
And no, but we did have beep baseball and stuff.
Beep baseball, which I've heard about, but also a teen creates beeping Easter eggs to help visually impaired. We'll get to that after this break.
That's a great story, but now I lost my train of thought. Yeah, but speaking of that, was a great game yesterday.
Oh, the baseball game we called yesterday afternoon?
I mean, the score was crazy, but it was like I figured, they're going to lose, but they came 7-6. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Bishop Fee played Coyle Cassidy, a league game. It was a nice, boring game for 5 innings. Then all hell broke loose. Went 9 innings. Coyle Cassidy scored 5 runs in the top of the ninth.
Yeah, Bishop, it's funny. That's considered overtime, extra innings, and it was still over in under 3 hours. That's what I like. It just moves right along.
Yeah, high school.
You said, no designated hitter.
Right.
Just play the damn game.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was amazing. We had a runner's interference. We had not one but 2 batters hit by pitches on balls that bounced. One kid, the pitcher threw like a 55-foot slider. The ball bounced off the ground, hit the batter in the shoulder. That's a hit by pitch. He got first base. We had missed squeeze attempts, crazy bunt situations. That game had everything, but it was freezing out there and it was raining, Steve.
And you ran, and there was no. I know that's how to. That's why you like this show. You just sit in the studio.
Yes.
But I really enjoy the way you guys announce it because I can almost be there, you know.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you can vision it. And we also have a few laughs during the game.
That's it.
Which is, you have to, it's a fine line because, one, it is a game. We do want to have fun. But, two, trust me, I remember high school sports. When you're playing in that game, it's deadly serious.
Well, it sounds like they're really into it because I would have liked, of course, I would like to see Attleboro win, but at least they made a game of it.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, Steve.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Bye.
Of course, we weren't always closely enough. A friendly reminder about the rules for kids' Easter egg hunts. But just to wrap up our previous story, thanks to technology and some teens studying STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and something that begins with M, in North Carolina. Even kids who can't see can participate in this year's Easter egg hunt. STEM students at Aden Middle School designed eggs that give off a sound so children who are blind can find them without being able to see them. Third graders at Winter Green Intermediate School in Greenville, North Carolina, wore blindfolds so they could search for Easter eggs in their school courtyard and experience it the way their blind classmate Landon Smith does. Now, 4 students' parents are suing the schools because their gifted children, while blindfolded, walked into the door. Oof. Yeah. All right, I made that up, but it could have happened. Landon's best friend, Emma Leonard, says she's glad she got to hunt for eggs with her buddy. Now I actually see how his life is, and it makes me feel happy that he gets to do all that. And then Stephen also previously mentioned beep ball. And beep ball is basically the way vision-impaired people play baseball. It's a ball with a, beeper in it, and that's how the players track the ball. I wonder if they're allowed to use curveballs. That would be unfair.